Now we live. All right, all right, all right. What's going on? What's going on? How you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are having a blessed and fantastic Friday. I am redoing the stream. I forgot to record it previously, so I apologize. But anyway, we're going to run it back. Today's purpose of the call, just to show you how the same repeatable pattern and process continuously plays out, but none of that's really valid unless you follow the three pillars of success. Pillar number one, trade your plan. Pillar number two, stay consistent to your plan. And pillar number three, the most important pillar, risk management. Without any of those three, it's not about it's not about when you're going to fail. It's about when you're going to fail. No, I'm just kidding. But in the end, like, the probabilities of you succeeding isn't going to be too high if you don't follow them. So every morning we go live inside our mastermind. We day trade, followed up by a swing trading session where we walk through swing trades, and then we invest too each and every month. When something goes on sale, we have something on our radar and we like to buy it. So you might hear me say, I day trade for my job. I swing trade to grow my account. I use the profits of both to pay the bills and take my shovel and funnel it into my retirement account. So as of right now, I got about 40 different shares, or 41 maybe 42, but you get the gist of it. All house money. So the house money is making me more money over time, but that's kind of like a nice slow and steady point. So on days like today, when the market's green, just like the hoodie, I know the account's doing good. And then on days when it's red, not doing as good. But just let me walk you through why I called out some of the day trades I did. I'll show you how we swing trade and how we invest, and I'll give you back your Friday. So with that being said, let's rock and roll. You see the first smiley face on this first chart? We use a pattern, Swing Master Pro AI, which is our proprietary software. There's tons and tons of knowledge and AI and things blended into that to give us a probability, right? And then we use our pivot levels, which in the end, are they 100%? Absolutely not, but we're very good at what we do, So, and that's why you must use risk management, because we might win 4 in a row, and then one of them is going to be a loser, and that's okay, because just like boxing, you stick, and then you get jabbed, right? Jab, 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 duck, duck. You might get hit. It doesn't impact you, or it shouldn't, because it's going to happen. So, with that being said, smiley face on the chart right here. Check it out. All right, coming into the market, real simple pattern. If the candle's red and we hit one of our pivots, we want to take breakdowns. If the candle is green and it hits one of our pivots, we want to take breakouts, right? And what that looks like here today was awful this morning, but we were still able to capture some profits, right? And this is kind of what we're seeing right here. So our first chart right here is ES. I'm going to put it right here. Coming into the market, we're between two pivots. Our candles went red, then they went to green, then they went to red. Wanted to take a breakdown right there. We never got it. Went green, did not hit a pivot. Come all the way back down here, and then we hit this pivot, right? So then our entry, first one, was right there, and it hit a low of 60 down to 54. That's 6 ES points right there in your favor. So I got stopped out, I think, for about 2 points profit, and it bounced back, Then I thought we were going to bounce here. And this is why you don't trade off what you think. I thought we were going to come up here, hit the pivot. We didn't. We stalled back out again. Then another red candle on another pivot. We got a breakdown right here. And then, boom, right up there. Here's your stop out, or a little bit higher. And then your 1-to-1 would be about right there. And check it out. This thing ends up going from 58 down here to 41. That is over $1,000 one contract, right? Once that broke right here, if you don't like your stop way up there, you could have used a little bit less of a stop, but it's the market structure, and that's the probability we have. So on this trade right here, once we started going up into profits, I moved my stop way tighter, and then as we push down, I'm moving into profits, and then what do you know? It comes down, gets me out, and that's okay. and I got a green bag. So I missed a big part of that move, but you know what we like to say, bummer, green bag. Then we come up here and we get another pivot breakdown. Here's our stop out, line's crooked. We come right up to there, almost get nicked out, and boom, there's another winner. So had this have lost, it could have, you know. We do have other aggressive techniques, but I'm not going to share with you on this call specifically. But we did have a couple people play this bounce right here to the upside. It's a good trade. It's not a great one. And I like to call out great trades each and every morning. So coming in here to the next smiley face, you're going to see his tongue sticking out, right? You know how I navigated NQ today? Candles were red, and then they were green, red. I wanted to take a breakdown here. Never got it. Came up here, was a green bar, wanted to break out there, came back down, wanted to break down here, never got it. Then we got a breakdown right here to the downside. Here's your stop out. Boom. There's our first one. Then right here, boom. There's our second one. All taking it within the first 30 to 45 minutes today. Had you have gotten that, your first trade right there, you would have been green, and on ES, you would have been green. 2 winners. If you took the other additional trades, it's pushing in the hour mark, which is fine. We like to call the signals or trades that we get, or I like to call them out for the first hour or so, because my goal is for you to get green, stay green, and go enjoy your day, right? So with that being said, I'm going to share with you how we got check on the pink moon right here. See how we traded CL futures, right? This bar right here hit our pivot. We took a breakdown right here. Here was our stop out, and then it retraced against us. Man, what's going on? Then bang, we get a winner, and that happened. Good for us. Then we come down here, want to take another breakdown. Never got it. Didn't get another breakdown, and then it bounced. So for CL, I'm done, right? Me, I trade stock options, I trade futures, I trade shares, and I trade crypto. That's for the futures traders, right? If you trade stock options, come here to this new smiley face, right? It's like all these Easter eggs getting pointed out. You got to go find them, you know. Coming into the market, our candles were green. We wanted to get a breakout right here on our first 5-minute bar. We never got that because why? The bar's green, and it hit the pivot, the magnet, and we're above it, right? Then the candle comes down here and turns red. I'm going to take a breakdown here. Next candle turns green, right? Which is like, man, this is crazy. Wanted to break out there. Then the next candle, excuse me, hey, cheers, iced coffee, we still rolling. The next candle turns red, and we take a breakdown right here, and up here's your stop, and guess what? Boom! Tesla stock options, you were able to make a lot of money, right? However, I did get stopped out on this wick coming back up there, which it's all good. So I was able to capture 95 to about 91, $4 move on Tesla with a high probability. I'm not just guessing patterns or guessing where to take the trades. I'm taking high probability setups, you know, just like coming back in here. Had you have traded longer, you could have gotten another put trade here, a buy trade right there, and you can see the gist of it, you know. But anyway, that's on the stock option side. Another round on the stock option side, I'm going to put SPX up here, and I'm going to bring us to the 5-minute. This is called our lotto system. And this morning, how we navigated on this right here, you can see candles are red. I took the put right down here to the downside. This doesn't look like a big move, but it ended up moving from roughly about 55 down here to about 45. That's 10 SPX points in your favor. And when that happens, that's money, right? But the true power with this is built into this lotto system we call is our AI lotto low. That is where we are generating the option strike that we want. So today we would take the 6,500 up to the 6,510. Really, the 65, it's like right in the middle of the 6,505, 6,500 puts. They have such a high probability to go 50 to 100% or more. So that's on our radar, right? But once we go up 20, 30, 40% on a day trade, we always recommend putting a trail stop in, you know? So that's our lotto, and a lot of people was able to capture that trade as well. So that's how we wrapped up our day trading session for the day. A lot of us were green. A couple people had $3,000 days. A couple people had $1,000 days. Me, I had a little bit over 600 bucks, and hey, we good. So each and every day, I want to get green, stay green, and get us all green in the first 30 to 45 minutes, and go enjoy the day. So just like in a little bit, I got to leave, go pick up my kids, and then the rest of the night is for them because I do this to spend more time with my family. We'll eat dinner together and cherish the memories. So praise to the Most High. Now, I told you I also swing trade. And I'm going to put SPY on here because SPY is the same thing as SPX, except it's the S&P 500 of the top 100 stocks or so in ETF, right? And if you don't know what that is, maybe on a different training session, I'll teach you. But right now, today, I just want to show you a simple pattern for my swing traders, right? What if I told you you could take something as little as a green candle, green arrow, red candle, red arrow? Here's a green candle, green arrow, green candle, green arrow, green candle, green arrow, boom, loser. Green candle, green arrow, green candle, green arrow, 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 red candle, red arrow, arrow. So check it out. One winner, two and one. 3 and 1, 4 and 1, 5 and 1, 6 and 1, 7 and 1, 8 and 1, 9 and 1, 10 and 1. This is a loser. 10 and 2, winner. 11 and 2, 12 and 2. Now we pull up our calculator, right? And we do 12 divided by 14 total trades, and check it out. 85% probability. If you're watching this and you'd be happy with an 85% probability, just comment me in the chat below. So it's very easy, very simplified, and we push it. Now, the last method to my madness, and by the way, this is just one pattern, right? We actually have about 7 different patterns. They all have different risk preferences and tolerances for individuals. But when you come in on the inside, you'll actually get a quick little preview of what each system or pattern does. And then whatever one resonates for you, we'll design a specific tailored trading plan just for you, right? Now, let's take a look if we invest, right? And I'm going to go to, everybody knows Bitcoin. I'll do Ethereum. Everyone knows Ethereum. And we're going to change this to the weekly time frame, right? And we're going to come all the way back here to the weekly time frame. And I'm going to zoom in right here, and you can see over the course of 2000 or 2020 to right now, a 5-year cycle, right? If you put $1,000 into the market and you get an average return of 8%, or we'll just say 10%, in 5 years, you could have made 50%. So your 1,000 is worth 1,500. That's great. You made money. That's not the way that I like to invest, though. I like to invest this way right here, right? Anytime we get a buy, I like to take a trade. A buy, I like to take a trade. A buy, I like to take a trade. A buy, I like to take a trade, right? So if we had that same $1,000 and doing it my way, or we'll just say the traditional way first, you buy $1,000 here and you hodl and hold forever. Well, your $1,000 here, right, at $10 is worth, or what's our entry here? $9, we'll just say 10. Up here at $40, well, it's really almost 50, but we'll just say 40. That's 300% return. So your 1K is worth 4K here. Then it comes all the way back down, and your 1K is worth, say, $700. Then it starts pushing back up. Your 700 is worth 1K right now. Then it comes all the way back up here, and your 1K is worth 3K. Then it goes back down to 2K, then 3K, then 2K, then 3K. Back down to 1,500. Then all the way up here to 3,500. Now back down here to $2,000. So you just traded for 5 years, and your 1,000 is worth $2,000 over there. That's 100% return. So I guess the HODL method does work in a great company, but that's not the smart way, right? And that's what a lot of people do. So now I'm going to share with you how I do it and what we do inside of our network. $1,000, right? You get a buy signal right here, and you could put in your 1K into this position, or you could put 500 bucks into it, right? And at this point, $8 up here to 16, guess what? Is worth 2K. You know, I'm going to tell you, sell out, let 1K ride, and bring 1K back to the side pot up here, right? Then your 1K here comes all the way back up there, is worth 2 or 3K again right there, right? If it's worth 3K, we sell out, we bring 2K back, and now our pot has 3K. Then price gets hammered, and you still have that $1,000, right? but our average is still over there. So then it comes in over here, and now we have 1K still in the markets, and we have 3K on the side. I just outperformed you by taking profits, right, and letting a piece ride while we're waiting for the pullback price to go on sale and to run it. Now we get another buy. You put 1K in. Now we have 2K right there, right? So now this goes from 3K, and now we got 2K off to the side. So our average price stays basically the same. So at 8, at 16, where's our 16 mark? Right here is worth 4K. What do you think I'm going to recommend you to do? Sell out, let 1K ride, bring 3K back. Now we have 5K. Then it comes all the way up here. Your 1K is 2K. Sell out. Now you have 6K up here, right? And then you're waiting for all this time. And then you have 1,000 in. You have a buy here again. And let's say you want to put in 1K, right? So now you got 2K into the market. So your 6K goes back to 5K. And your average from here's your first entry, there's your second. Your average is about right here at $16. Once that $16 gets up here to 32, that position, right, goes up. We'll just say it's 100%. We'll just say 50%. So your 2K goes up to about 3K. Sell out, let 1K ride, and bring 2K back. Now you got 7K. Then we get another buy here. You add in another buy. Now you got 2K. Now your average price comes up here to 24. Once it goes up here to 40, 42, whatever it goes to, your 2K is up 30, 50%. We'll just say 25% or 50%, give or take, because it's definitely up 50%. So now your 2K is worth 3K again. Sell out, let 1K ride, bring 2K back. Now you got 7K in the account right here, and you have $1,000 for free in Ethereum. How's that sound for you, right? But the reason why we take profits is to do this faster. We don't want to just trade one company. Now you come into something like, right? You come into something like, everyone knows Amazon. And you do the same exact thing on Amazon, right? And let's start off bad. You buy right there. You put 1K in the account. Your 7 goes down to 6K, right? Then it goes against you. You put another 1K in here. So now we have 2K total, and our average price is about 140. Well, guess what? As price goes up here to 240, you're up over 50%. So your 2K up here is worth 3K. Guess what? Sell out, bring 2K back, and you got 1K in the market. So now you're 7K, 6K, now you have $8,000. All right? Then you come in and do something completely different on another stock, right? We keep 1,000 in Amazon, we keep 1,000 in Bitcoin, and we come into something like XOM, which is an energy company. And you do the same exact thing, right? Check it out. You take a buy here, $1,000, right? 40. It goes up here to 80. It's worth 2K. Sell out. Let 1K ride. You're bringing 1K back, right? Your 7K, you still got 8K in the pot, but now you have 1,000 in 3 different companies. You see how you grow and you sit back and you let the tools work to our advantage, and that's what I do. While, picture this now. Every 4 of these bubbles is a dividend. There's 3%. There's 6. There's 9. There's 12. There's 15. I just gained 15 extra percent for keeping that $1,000 always in the market, but being strategic with it, also taking profits. Oh, sorry, excuse me. So that is how I invest with an edge using what you see right there on the charts, our proprietary software. And it's very powerful. Is it 100%? Absolutely not. But when you day trade, you swing trade, and you invest, it becomes powerful. If you only swing trade, it's still powerful. If you only day trade, it's still powerful. So with that being said, it is Friday. I'm going to give you back your night. Just do me a favor real quick. Comment down below Beast Mode or BMT if you want to get involved next week. And 2, if you would like to to post up where you're from, I'd love to know where you're watching this recording from. Whether you're from Pennsylvania, California, Antarctica, South America, I'd love to see where you're watching this video from. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Never hesitate to reach out. All my contact information is on the YouTube page. You can reach out to me, and we're going to rock and roll. With that being said, you guys have a blessed one. Catch me on the next one. Beast Mode out.